everybody, Justin here, welcoming you back to TacosandGeeks.com reviews. And today we are back with more coverage of Summer Anime 2019, and this is definitely becoming one of my favorite animes of the season. And we're back to review episode 2 of If It's For My Daughter, I Even Defeat a Demon Lord. Episode 2 is entitled The Little Girl Begins Her New Life. And what we see in episode 2 here is that we start to see Dale dealing with something that a lot of parents, mothers, and fathers deal with. Think about it like if you have kids and you're watching this review, think about how you feel when you dropped your kid off the first day of school. That little separation anxiety that overcame you. Something that a lot of mothers go through and a lot of fathers go through as well. And this is something that we see prevalent here in episode 2 is Dale having to deal with him having to go to work to do his adventuring and leaving Latina behind, and he's constantly concerned, constantly worried, and he's so attached to her and very, very, very overprotective at this point of Latina. And we actually get to see more characterization of Latina. We see a little glimpse of her father in the beginning talking about the significance of the rainbow and telling her that the rainbow signifies that the gods are looking down on us and they're watching us. And we get a little bit of glimpse of just her upbringing, of her in these rags and everything else, which I thought was pretty cool. But one thing that's just, this is just another feel-good episode. This is just a really feel-good anime. There's no action this time. This is just mainly focusing on Latina's growth and her adjusting to her new life. So she's starting to speak a little bit better. She's actually getting more comfortable in the pub. You actually get to see her actually doing chores and doing these other things. I don't want to spoil too much. And we actually get more screen time from Kenneth, who's one of the pub owners. And he's starting to really contemplate of having kids with his wife, which I thought was pretty cool. But overall, this was just another feel-good episode, and it's very touching. It's a breath of fresh air. It's nice to see an anime that actually is focusing on what it's like to raise a child and parenthood and everything else. Even though this child is like a devil or some type of demon or anything like that. But she is so innocent. Like you can't watch this anime and not fall in love with Latina, the character of Latina. She radiates such innocence, and just watching Dale having to adjust to this new life, I thought it was pretty funny. It was some funny moments in here with Dale just being so overprotective and dealing with this anxiety that he was even willing not to get paid for the job he already did, which I thought was funny, just so he can spend time with Latina, because he didn't want her to take her on his adventuring, because he didn't want her to be exposed to certain dark aspects. So I thought that was pretty funny. Overall, you guys, this one was another solid addition. I'm liking the characterization. I'm liking the build-up of this world. And I'm liking how they actually introduce more kids in here. And kids are going to be kids. I'm not going to spoil it. But you feel like Dale watching one of these scenes where you think somebody's about to bully Latina. You're like, oh, don't you dare. I definitely enjoyed it. And it's a nice community anime. Like you see how the community is all really embracing this little girl. And I thought it was pretty solid. Nice, cute, feel good. Dale's growing, Dale's progressing, Latina's progressing, and their bond is getting much, much stronger. So I'm curious what's going to happen when Dale actually starts going on his adventures. Is she going to go with him? And we actually get to see a little bit more of what Latina being is in this episode. Won't spoil that scene as well, but it's pretty interesting stuff. I'm really excited for this anime. It's definitely one of my favorites this summer. Surprisingly, because I did not think this was going to be something I would absolutely fall in love with, but I'm really, really, really engaged in this one. So this is Justin from TacosandGeeks.com. This is getting a solid A+. Very, very breath of fresh air. Nice, lighthearted, nothing overcomplicated. It's nice to actually see parents in anime again, and parents actually, an anime kind of focusing on parenthood at that. So it's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it, and definitely highly recommend it. If you haven't watched episode 1 and 2, definitely now's the time before it really starts to kick into gear for episode 3. Later days, I'll catch you on the next one.